gentlemen, it is Richard Holiday, and you are watching Chop City Wrestling.
Hey, this is the Master of the Worm, Scotty Buddy. We're here in Herman, Maine with Ryan at Chop City Wrestling. Keep watching because this guy is too cool.
What is up, Chop City Wrestling? We are here for another WWE Smackdown watch along. We did one last week. It was amazing. We had the most live viewers we have had of any live stream that we have done so far for last week. So thank you for that. If you are here from last week, drop a comment in the chat. Say hi. If you are new, also drop a comment, say hi, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, that way you know whenever we will be on. So, we got another live stream here, another watch along. We got WWE Smackdown. Big match this week is going to be the women's title match. We got Bianca Belair going against Asuka. Personally, I think Asuka definitely retains here, though we have been seeing a different side of Bianca Belair, a more heelish side of her. So it will be interesting to see if, now that she kind of has turned heel instead of face, if she will be able to win back the title from Asuka. That is still to be determined. We also do have Io Sky in the mix, who is the Women's Money in the Bank winner, who can challenge for the title at any time. We had that teased a little bit last week when she ran out at MSG, only to be interfered by Charlotte and a couple other people. So, that always looms on the horizon, that at any point in time she can go ahead and jump into the mix and, throw herself into the match and win the title at any point in time. So definitely something to keep our eyes on. We also do have Jey Uso, who more than likely will interact with Roman Reigns in some way, shape, or form. After last week, we saw Roman say he didn't want to be the head of the table anymore. He didn't want to be the tribal chief. Main event Jey could have it, only to see that was just a ploy to, basically let Jey let his guard down. He low-blowed Jey. He beat the hell out of Jimmy. And we did see Jey come back later that night, at the end of the night, attack Solo Sikoa, attack Roman Reigns, and then challenge Roman Reigns for a title match, presumably at SummerSlam, which we have coming up in a couple weeks. So my guess is we'll see some more play when it comes to that, teasing if Roman Reigns will accept the match, will he not accept the match. So we'll see a little bit of that as well. And then we also have, who knows what's going to happen. It's a WWE Smackdown show. Anything can happen. I'm sure we'll have something with LA Knight. We'll have some tag team stuff. So it will definitely be a good show. I'm very excited to see what happens. Last week was one of the highest rated segments for SmackDown in history when it came to the Tribal Chief Court. So that was one of the highest rated segments in history of SmackDown. So they're definitely trending upwards when it comes to numbers and stuff of that nature. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how it goes about this week and what we get. We got 2 minutes left till SmackDown starts. Let's take a look at the chat here. And, of course, Big Hirsch. Big Hirsch, could I expect anyone else? Would you like to come on, Big Hirsch? But let me shoot you an invite. See if you want to come on here. We can make this pay-per-view worthy TV. One minute left to SmackDown starts. Let's go ahead and pull that up on our TV now. So, for those of you that don't know, I mentioned Big Hirsch. As you see here, we have his message here, and basically Big Hirsch. He thinks he runs stuff around here. I have gone ahead and invited him. Maybe he'll grace us. Maybe he won't. Probably not. He doesn't like to show up for things. But he's all Powder Mania Club. As well as all of us. That's how this all started. So, we're having a little bit of a promo battle, so to say, between our faction, Chop City Wrestling, and his wannabe faction, when it comes to the brand, which, hasn't been around forever. So, he's too scared to come on. It's okay. We'll do what we're meant to do here, and we will talk about SmackDown. But if you want to come on. We'll make this pay-per-view worthy. Why not? I'll even try to get Anthony on here. I'd say BJ could come on, but we know he ain't gonna show his face. All right. All right, we got SmackDown coming on now. Watch live. They were. 2020, and just like everything in 2020, it sucked. So it happens. It happens, man. We got to put the shitty times behind us. You guys did great in the pandemic when everything was boring. So we got Bianca Belair coming out to the ring now. She's getting some cheers. I hope they don't have her go back to the face gimmick, because she really does need this change. So hopefully she does come out and kind of shut all these people up here. Like I should shut Big Hirsch up, but $8 raised. When have I ever only raised $8? I'm pretty sure last year it was between me and Anthony close to $3,000. We probably actually topped you if we put ours together as a unit. And so far this year we are at, I believe, $140 40 for Connor's Cure, as well as a little over, I believe, 125 for Give Kids the World. Both great organizations, guys. If you have not looked into them, please do help raise money for some kids that need it. They're both great causes. But that's just this Mania, because we do Mania to Mania. So that's just this year for Mania, and I promise you those numbers will be going up, unlike your ratings. So we got Bianca here. She's playing the heel now, which is good. She's questioning why it's taken her so long to get this, chance at rematch at the title.
So tonight is the night. No matter of fact, tonight is my night. It's my night to show Asuka that not only is patience a virtue, but vengeance is sweet.
Bianca says she is going to get vengeance on Asuka tonight, that she's been waiting too long for this match, that she should have had it a long time ago. And now, she's having to, come back. See, last time I checked, me and the brand were going back and forth last day of Mania. And, I think I finally bowed out at about 2,500. But, it's okay. We can make up numbers. We got Charlotte Flair coming down to the ring now with her boring-ass gimmick as always. Looking like Cher. Listen, man, we all raise big money here. There's no denying that you guys are good at what you do. But, sometimes, like I said before, the old dog has to go down. You got to take old yellow out back. Charlotte saying she thinks that Bianca is going to come out the winner tonight. We are in Flair country here tonight, Raleigh, North Carolina. Charlotte, as always, says she should be next in line for the title, missing title there. My live life. Are we trying to say love, buddy? Love, yeah. I know it's tough to speak, but it's all right, Big Hirsch. It's all right. You running away, you scurrying away like always. Just like your favorite wrestler, Nia Jax, scurries away, does nothing, says nothing, except my hole. It's all right, man. It's all right. You tried to come on here, shoot your shot. Didn't work. I even gave you the chance to come on live in front of the millions and millions, and you didn't want to.
But if I do win, I mean, what would be bigger than the EST of WWE versus the Queen for the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam?
Bianca's teasing a match, her against Charlotte at SummerSlam. If she does win, what would be bigger? I can think about a million matches bigger than that. Praying to God that's not the matchup that we have here, but
And you know what you're right. I am ready for Asuka.
Bianca says she is ready for Asuka. We'll see. We'll see. Last I heard, no one's ready for Asuka. Man, I don't know about you. I'm just not a fan of Charlotte coming out and automatically getting a title shot. She had her time, she had her run, just like the brand. But just like them, you got to put them down once in a while. They have to work their way from the back. I don't know. It still feels like the entitled version to me. Yeah, it's a little bit better, but she comes right back and automatically she's in the title picture. It's getting boring to me. That whenever she comes back, she's automatically in the title picture. Never really has to win any matches to get there. Just right into it. All right, we got Santos Escobar versus AJ Styles versus Butch versus Grayson Waller later tonight in a United States Championship Invitational. I'm guessing the winner of that match will probably get the number one contendership for the United States title at more than likely SummerSlam. Once again, they are putting Grayson Waller in a big match to move him forward. They definitely are putting him right to the front of the line here when it comes to getting him on TV and getting him in front of some big people. All right, we got the Brawling Brutes coming down to the ring now. So yeah, it's that's just my personal opinion. I just feel like Charlotte, she just doesn't deserve to be where she is right now, just off of namesake. As far as that fatal four-way match, I absolutely see Grayson Waller winning it. They're certainly pushing him My worry there is that it just may be a little bit too soon. Because if you have him win that match, you almost have to have him win the United States title match at SummerSlam. And that just seems way, way too soon to me. I would more rather see Butch win this match and maybe go back to his old roots. Is Pete Dunne, or have AJ Styles win the match since he wasn't able to win the heavyweight title match, and kind of have Grayson Waller build himself back up. Well, not even build himself back up, but keep building himself to come Survivor Series, come Royal Rumble, come WrestleMania. He's a main event type guy. I think 3 weeks on the roster would be way, way too soon to, have him winning a title.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Richard Holiday, and you are watching Chop City Wrestling.
Hey, this is the Master of the Worm, Scotty Huddy. We're here in Herman, Maine with Ryan at Chop City Wrestling. Keep watching because this guy is too cool.
So as I did say before, we are Chop City Wrestling. Thank you guys for coming on, joining, watching the stream. The more you guys chat, the more we interact, the better these streams get. So please, if you have any comments, questions, anything like that, drop them in the chat. It just makes these, live streams go a lot better, in my personal opinion. If you have not heard of us before, you just searched live streams or stuff of that nature on YouTube and came across us, a little bit about what we do. You kind of saw it there. Whenever we meet a wrestler, we request to take a chop from them. And in return, we donate $20 to Connor's Cure for Pediatric Cancer, as well as $5 to Give Kids the World. We've been doing this for a little over a year now, and in that time, we have donated probably a little over $3,000 just from chops. And so it's something that we are pushing towards, trying to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you like what you see, you like the message about what we're doing and why we do it, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, because that just helps with the algorithms, gets us further up in the searches. Hit the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever we do go live. I try to go live for these streams once or twice a week, if not more. Just something I'm trying to add to the channel to get some more viewership and stuff of that nature. Because once we do hit monetization, we will be donating 25% of all money that we make through monetization to Connor's Cure as well. So we have the chance to be donating a lot of money to a great cause to help fight pediatric cancer. So throughout the night, I'll throw some chop videos up as well, during commercials and stuff of that nature, just to interact a little bit more with you guys as well. So if you see me getting chopped and stuff of that, that's why, basically. We do it for a good cause. So we got Pretty Deadly coming out now. Looks like they're gonna fight Sheamus and Brawling Brutes. I don't know about you guys. I am just not a fan of Pretty Deadly at all. I think their gimmick is terrible. I think it's kind of just a rip-off of what Tyler Breeze and Fandango used to do when they were the model tag team. So I'm just not a fan of them at all. But we got Sheamus starting in the ring, throws him into the corner. Other member of Pretty Deadly tries to run in and gets slammed. Sheamus picks up the other one. Gonna dump him on top. 2 rolling sentons in a row. Clotheslines them out the side of the ring. Are we gonna see the match end already? Not quite. Not quite yet. Sheamus tags in Ridge Holland. Flies into the corner. Sheamus picks him up for a double team move, and now you see him go outside the ring. Ridge Holland gets the 2 count. Elgin Prince and Ridge Holland in the ring now. Ridge Holland giving him a couple headbutts. Picks him up. And he chops down the leg. Patented old Ric Flair move. Uppercut. Tags in his partner, and now we get the double team in the corner. A Pretty Deadly. Prince gets tagged back in. Flying uppercut. Keeping Ridge Holland in the corner now. And another quick tag. We're getting quick tags one after the other here, keeping each other fresh. Sheamus is asking them to let him in. He says, I'll take both of you on. Ridge Holland picks them both up, dumps them over his shoulder. He's crawling towards the corner. Tags in Sheamus. Pretty Deadly backing up. Scared. Let me see if I can back out and back in and see if that fixes something. Because it shouldn't be that far ahead. All right. See if that helps. Are you seeing a commercial right now, David? At least for me, it's a Bounty commercial. I don't know about you guys. Probably have different commercials, but. Let me know when your feed goes back to live TV, David, so I can see if we're synced. All right, I assume we should be going back to the show soon here. Are you guys still on commercials? All right, it just came back for me. So I'm about 15, 20 seconds behind maybe. But I'm also streaming so that through Hulu, so that could be potentially why. Um, but it's not as big of a gap as it was before, it doesn't seem. All right, we got Pretty Deadly on the outside of the ring here. Roll back in. Picking Sheamus up. Running flying elbow. It's pretty much what we've seen most of the match here. Just, double teams, quick tags. Pretty Deadly. Another quick tag. Yeah, it seems like maybe 20 to 30 seconds behind, something of that nature. Well, not as bad as it was before. I'm live now as well, so I'd say 15, 20 seconds maybe. Sheamus picks him up, drops him, the electric chair. He's crawling back into the corner, trying to get to Ridge Holland. And they pull Ridge Holland down. Sheamus is not able to make the tag. Wilson with the neck breaker. 2 count. Pretty Deadly climbing up to the top rope here. Wilson flies off, and Sheamus hits him with the kick. Can Sheamus make a tag, though? Ridge Holland is in the corner, jumping up and down, begging for the tag. Sheamus makes a hot tag. We got Ridge Holland in the ring now. Suplex. Picks him up, dumps him over his shoulder. Ridge Holland getting pumped up. That's both mans, one in each corner. Going back to back now. Suplex over it into the other partner. We got the Fisherman Buster. 1, 2, and kicks out right before the 3 count. Sheamus climbing to the top rope. It's not very often we see the big man fly. Sheamus with the bro kick. Sheamus gets dumped outside the ring. Looks like Pretty Deadly's taking off the top turnbuckle. And Ridge Holland runs into it face first. Pretty Deadly climbing up to the top rope. with the leg drop from the top rope. 1, 2, 3. And Pretty Deadly are your winners. Yeah, so it's probably about 30 seconds behind. I've backed out, gone back in. Probably not much I can do about it. It's probably just has to do with Hulu, unfortunately. But I'm surprised Pretty Deadly won that match, honestly. Like I said before, I'm just not a huge fan of their gimmick. To go over the Brawling Brutes, that's a pretty big win. So, be interesting to see what they do with it moving forward. For the live viewers we got right now, thank you for jumping on the stream. I see a couple regulars on here in the chat. And if you are new to the stream, please go ahead and drop a comment in the chat, and say what's up. Let me know that you're in here, and hope you enjoy the stream. We got some clips from last week's match, Grayson Waller versus Edge, which Waller really showed he had the potential to be a star in that match. If you have not watched that match yet, definitely go back and watch it. It was a great, great match. Waller really impressed me with his skills and stuff like that. He wasn't able to go ahead and get the win, but it was a very good match, very good first match on the main roster. And like Edge said himself, you swam with the big dogs. You got Grayson Waller speaking in the back now.
Now, Grayson, did you imagine yourself getting a championship opportunity this early on in your Smackdown career?
I'll be honest with you, Kathy. I'm not surprised.
Grayson playing the typical cocky self. They ask him, were you expecting to have this, a title opportunity this early in your career? You're in your second match now. Were you expecting it? And he goes, of course, man. I'm not surprised. Do you know who I am? Trash talking Roman Reigns a little bit. And now he quotes The Rock. Man, this guy is just... I hope The Rock does not come back for a match with him. But if that happens, think about that for a second. Think about that. Within the course of, let's say, a year, let's say it happens at WrestleMania next year, which I highly doubt. But let's say, what if? In the course of a year, this man would have had matches or interactions with Shawn Michaels, Johnny Gargano, better known as Johnny Wrestling on NXT, John Cena, Edge, and then The Rock. Man, if that happens, have we ever seen someone get, skyrocketed to the moon that quickly? I mean, we had some people go pretty quick, like Brock Lesnar and stuff of that nature back in the Attitude Era. But nowadays, you just don't see it. Even Roman Reigns with his push was still 2-3 years down the road after he was with two other guys in the Shield. You just don't see that nowadays. If that happens, they're expecting the world out of this guy.
Anthony, God bless you.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my God! It's going down! No! No! No!
Oh, God.
One of the classic videos, that actually one of the ones that started it all. David, you were there for that one. That kind of started it all. Anthony taking a chop from Shane Taylor.
Sorry.
This is my offense.
Hoodfoot, the ICW No Holds Barred champion. I can always tell when the chop videos come on because the viewers go down one. I'm guessing Mum's going out. She don't like to see those. All right, looks like we are coming back here. We got Michael Cole talking about the World Cup. The Gold Cup. Who knows what the difference is? It's still soccer. No one cares. Hyping up the women's championship match, Asuka versus Bianca Belair. I assume that'll be the main event. Don't know who Ronnie is. Ryan. I mean, I'm sure Ronnie's a great guy, but that's not me. But thank you for coming on my stream, and please hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. And if you are interested in what is going on right now, heck, I'll be Ronnie for the night if it'll keep you on the stream and keep you chatting. And now I feel like you messing with me here. So why don't we say who Lennon really is? Who are you, Lennon? Come on, Lennon. Acknowledge me as Roman Reigns is on the screen. They're going over what happened last week with Roman Reigns, backing down, saying he didn't need the the head of the table anymore. He didn't need to be the tribal chief. He didn't want it anymore. But as we know now, it was all a setup to attack Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Saber. Still not quite sure, my friend. Still not quite sure. Still not quite sure, Lynn. So yeah, we basically had Roman Reigns attack Jimmy and Jey Uso, and then we had Jey come back out later that night, attack Solo Sikoa, Roman Reigns. We had Jey challenge him to a match, like I said, presumably at SummerSlam. My guess is that'll be the main event. We'll have Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns for the title. Will we see him lose the title finally? Is this where Roman Reigns loses the title? There's been a lot of discussion about after SummerSlam we're no longer going to see the Tribal Chief, that we will see the big dog, Roman Reigns, again. Could very well just be a rumor, but if that happens, is it because we see him lose the title? It will definitely be interesting to see if that does happen. They say that Jimmy Uso suffered ruptured rib damage, that he'll be out of action for foreseeable future. Just another way to continue to build up this feud. We see Charlotte Flair in the back. Adam Pearce comes up to her. And she says that she's leaving. Now we see Bayley and Io Sky tease cashing in. Do we see a turn eventually? Now Charlotte says she's staying, that she doesn't want to see, any fuckery going on basically in the match. And we are back to commercial. So far, I don't know, just another kind of lackluster episode of SmackDown. Just not really doing much for me so far. Pretty Deadly match was surprising, but just a very lackluster show so far, in my personal opinion. What do you guys think?
still bloody from last week? Or?
Yeah. No, that's what it's about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm chopping ham for it cause.
Chronic cure, pediatric cancer, $20 a week donate. We were supposed to do it in Vegas, but shit happened. And
We're here now.
we're here now. We're gonna do it.
Man, the bad boy Joey Janela. So crazy backstory behind that one. We had originally, me and Anthony were both supposed to get chopped by him in Vegas, Double or Nothing weekend. Not this past year, but the year before. We were at a Violent Sex Suffering show and ran into him. He said he would do it after the show. Main event happens at that show, and it's a death match between Drew Parker and I can't remember who the other guy was. But Drew Parker does a spot where he hits him with light tube, and he cuts himself so badly that the match had to be stopped. They had to bring an ambulance in. Like, it looked like it was going to be bad. So obviously Joey did not do it that night. But I ran into him probably about a month later at GCW. I believe it was Tournament of Survival, maybe? Yeah, I believe it was Tournament of Survival. And ran into him that weekend. He remembered me. And he looked at me and he goes, "Wasn't I supposed to chop you last month?" So, that's one of the cool things about doing these chops and stuff of that nature. The wrestlers, they remember us. When we go to these shows now, they're asking us how we're doing, how we've been, how the channel's doing. So they remember us, and that's just a really cool experience as a wrestling fan, to have guys that you watch that just remember you and want to know how you're doing, how things are going for you, and an interaction that not a lot of wrestling fans get to have with the wrestlers. Joey Janela was at one point in time in AEW, so he's a pretty well-known guy when it comes to wrestling. So to have him remember me, remember that he was supposed to chop me, ask me how I'm doing, and still want to do it, it doesn't get much better than that, honestly. All right, so we got Zelina Vega in the ring here. We got Damage Control coming down, Bayley and Io Sky. My guess is we're getting Bayley versus Zelina Vega, showing a clip from a couple weeks ago when Bayley cut off some of Shotzi's hair, her patented green hair. Cut to the ring with Bayley laughing, and Io Sky is carrying the hair. So I assume at some point in this match, we're probably going to see a run-in with Shotzi. Match starts. Bayley kicks Zelina Vega out to the ring, slams her into the announcer's table. Talking trash to Michael Cole like she always does. Another slam into the announcer's table. Ref counting. Now both women are on the outside. Zelina's throwing the elbows. Throws Bayley into the ring. Climbs up to the second rope. Double knees off the second rope. Two count. Zelina Vega and Bayley both have some history. Both of them were in the Women's Money in the Bank match. We got a twist of fate from Zelina Vega and a 2 count. Bayley was one of the ones that kind of started the women's revolution. Has had some absolute bangers in NXT and the WWE. Code Breaker by Selena Vega. And she's going to hit her with a flip-flop, maybe? Not quite sure what kind of damage that does, but hey, sure. Why not? Bayley drapes her over the second rope, rolls back into the ring, and Bayley hits her with her finisher. 1, 2, and 3. Quick match there. I see. Are we going to see Shotzi now, maybe? Io Sky runs into the ring. And no, we don't see Shotzi come out at all. So yeah, what do we think here? Are we eventually going to see? Oh wait, we got Shotzi up on the main screen.
Do I look scared to you?
Wait, is she gonna cut all her hair?
Like someone
She's holding the clippers now. She turns it on. Are we gonna see Shotzi pull a Britney?
a little weird. But I'm also in control. And I want to show you just how chaotic I really am.
Shotzi's pulling a Britney. She's shaving off all her hair right now. Shotzi has just gone completely unhinged. And there goes all her hair.
Maybe I am a little weird.
Her patented green hair, she just shaved it all off. Bayley and Io are looking afraid. They have a reason. They have a reason. That woman just shaved off all her hair. What is going on?
Speaking of beyond repair, what about the psyche of Jey Uso and the emotional trauma that he's gone through not only over the past couple of years, but the past couple of years, and Jey Uso is here. Prime time. We've been talking about him throughout the show. He's on the warpath. He wants to finally get his hands on his cousin, Roman Reigns, after what he did to his brother Jimmy last week. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
All right, we got Jey Uso coming down to the ring. Well, that was definitely unexpected, guys. That was definitely unexpected. Having Shotzi cut off all her hair. I was not expecting that at all. All right, so we're teasing this coming Monday. Well, not teasing. We're showing clips of what's going to happen this coming Monday. We're going to have Brock and Cody interact again. And then we got the women's tag team match. We got Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez. that'll be interesting to see what happens there. They've been pushing Sonya and Chelsea Green a lot. Just because of my pure hatred for Matt Cardona, aka fuck Cardona, as always. I hope Chelsea Green loses that match because that man deserves nothing good. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, though, and I know who I will be rooting for that match at least.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Richard Holiday, and you are watching Chop City Wrestling.
Hey, this is the Master of the Worm, Scotty Too Hotty. We're here in Herman, Maine with Ryan at Chop City Wrestling. Keep watching because this guy is too cool.
Nick Wayne giving a chop to Anthony there. Shout out to Nick Wayne, who, after doing a little research, it has been proven that he was Anthony's first chop once the channel became official. So shout out to Nick Wayne for having a main event match, his first ever match on AEW this past week. Shout out to him. Amazing to see him, be coming to such levels. Basically, it's amazing. The kid just turned 18. He's a prodigy. He's going to be amazing. We got AJ Styles in the back here with the club. All right, let's see what Jey Uso has to say here. We got him in the ring. Crowd chanted Uso. He's looking sad. He's looking hurt. His brother's in the hospital, out for a while. He had to attack his Uso.
Jimmy, insert. I'm talking about move at the hip. If I'm there, he's there. If he's there, I'm there.
He's saying it's just not the same without Jimmy here. You know, you mess with my blood. You mess with my brother.
A great thing, man, but there's something about being twins that makes us special.
But we're twin brothers, and that's a bond, that that can't be changed, can't be beat.
If he's sad, I'm sad. If he's happy, I'm happy. If he's mad, I'm mad. But if he's hurt, I'm hurt too.
And he's saying, Roman, you hurt my brother. You hurt my twin brother. You hurt my boy. And that's not just hurting him. That's hurting me. I feel all the pain he feels. That man breaks a leg, I break a leg. That he respects everybody in the bloodline except Roman Reigns. And Solo, he's Solo he's playing that line, man. He's playing that line. Is he, with Roman? Is he with Uso? Who knows? Oh shit! Jay says I'm the real head of the table. I'm the real tribal chief. This is a side of Jay we haven't seen in a while, honestly. I'm liking it. We got Paul Heyman and Solo walking down to the ring now. Doing his classic, "My name is Paul Heyman." He says Solo is here to try to make peace. I don't think that's going to go over very well. I got to be honest. I think they're making a mistake here. Jay has already said, I'm here for blood. I'll kill a man if I have to.
Next week, here on Smackdown, you and Roman Reigns will go face to face, and you will discuss the rules of engagement.
He says next week, Roman Reigns and Jay will be in the ring together to have a discussion.
And I understand you're angry, you're hostile, you're filled with vengeance. You want it to manifest in some sort of revenge for your twin brother Jimmy, and that anger and that hostility, that righteous indignation on behalf of your family, Jay. You're sounding more and more like a tribal chief every single day. You're right. Solo, you're 100% right. He has no self-awareness. He doesn't understand. He doesn't have the conscience needed to be the right-hand man. Jay, don't you understand? What happened to Jimmy is all your.
Oh, wow. Paul says, what happened to Jimmy is your fault, Jay. If you had just stayed in line, had you just done what you were told, had you just been Roman's bitch, had you not stepped out of line, then nothing would have happened to your brother. And now he's just talking straight to Jimmy. The disrespect. He says everything that happened to you, Jimmy, is because of your brother. And he just stood in line. And he just done what he was told. You wouldn't be in the hospital right now.
I don't know how you can ever forgive yourself. I don't know how Jimmy will ever forgive you. Your father will never forgive you.
Wow, Paul is just taking this to a personal level. He is playing a dangerous, dangerous game here. He says your brother's never gonna forgive you. Your father's never gonna forgive you. Your mother is never gonna forgive you. Jay is pacing back and forth. You can see the anger, the look on his face. And now Solo asks for the mic. What's he going to say? This man does not talk often. Paul looking confused. And he backs up exactly what Paul said. What happened to Jimmy is on you. Solo looks like he's sided. He's with the tribal chief. Oh, he throws it. They're going back and forth now. Punches are thrown. So much for peace. Super kick to Solo. Solo rolls out of the ring. We got Paul Heyman just sitting in the ring, looking petrified, looking scared, like a little walrus. Little penguin. Jay gives him that look. Like, you wanted to make this personal, Paul? You wanted to do this? Who's here to back you up now? Solo's out of the ring. The tribal chief ain't here. You wanted to make this personal? Oh. And Solo attacks him from behind. Paul Heyman rolls out of the ring. Now Solo Sikoa stomping on Jay. He's setting him up for the Samoan spike. Jay slides under. Throwing punches to the grounded Solo. We gotta get the super kick. Super kick to Heyman. Super kick to Heyman. And now a suicide dive to Solo. The crowd is going crazy. Main event Jay is here to stay. Paul looking stunned. There's a chair in the ring. Are we going to see Jay use the chair? Is Jay going to use the chair on Paul? He looks like he's about to pick up the chair. Paul Heyman saying, I love you, man. Jay saying, this is your fault. Chair shot to Solo. To the back. Paul Heyman is rolled out of the ring again. This got a personal very quickly. It is going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out next week. You know, Roman Reigns and Jay are supposed to be in the ring together to work out some sort of agreement on details, I assume, for their match. But after what just broke down there, how is that going to happen? How are they going to be able to stay in the same ring for more than 5 seconds after Paul made it personal? After he said, "This is your fault, Jay. You did this to Jimmy, not the tribal chief. You did this to Jimmy."
Ladies and gentlemen, what has already been a one-on-one Friday Night Smackdown still to come. The WWE Women's Champion Asuka will defend against Bianca Belair after 2 months.
Brother, thank you for coming on again tonight, man. It means a lot. I know you came on last week, so thank you for jumping back on again. I didn't wrestle with my brother, but I definitely did wrestle with some friends. That's one of the reasons why I was not allowed to watch wrestling for a while. But yeah, that's all part of being brothers, man. You gotta have fun with that stuff, and hey, that's just all part of being brothers. But thank you for coming back on tonight, man. And I hope you've been enjoying the show so far. Speaking of your brother, if he is still a fan of wrestling, tell him about the channel. Send him the link. I'd love to have you guys both on, and just the more the merrier. We got Austin Theory coming down to the ring now. I assume that he's going to be on commentary more than likely for this Fatal 4-Way match to see who his number one contender will be.
This is for Mania Club, and we're doing this for charity. Jump is free, and sometimes for charity. Woo!
Masha Slamovich, another great person. Another person who every single time she sees me says what's up, asks how we're doing. It was actually funny. I think a little bit after that show, maybe a month or two after, she saw me at a Limitless Wrestling show here in Maine, where I'm from. I got chopped from her in Atlantic City at GCW. And she looks at me and she goes, "Man, you're everywhere, aren't you?" And I was like, "No, I live here in Maine. But yes, we are everywhere. Chop City Wrestling is... We're not just a group that stays in one area, gets what wrestlers we can, and that's that. We travel all around the country. Next week, I'm going to be at AEW for Blood and Guts. The very next day, I'm flying down to Iowa for the Luthez Hall of Fame weekend. So there'll be meet and greets there with wrestlers. There'll be a local show there with some oldies, some local talent. JBL is going to be there. Marty Jannetty, Devon Dudley. So a bunch of wrestlers will be there. So and that's just how we do it, man. Literally, we're going to a show probably, hopefully at least once a month, if not more, to get content for you guys, get chops, donate some money. It's how we do it. All right, so we do have the Fatal 4-Way here. We just had Grayson Waller come down to the ring. Now we got AJ Styles coming down to the ring. Like I said earlier, one of two things are going to happen. We're either going to see Grayson Waller win, which I do not want to see, just simply for the reason it's too soon. It's way too soon. You don't want this guy to become like the next Roman Reigns, where you're pushing him down the fans' throat, and then the fans hate him. Assuming that the match is at SummerSlam, that would be maybe a month after he hit the main roster and had his first match, that he's fighting for the title. It's just way too soon, especially when you know that he basically has to win the match at SummerSlam, because if he doesn't, your booking is killing it. So that's option one. Option two is that either AJ Styles or Pete Dunne wins. Not Pete Dunne, Butch. I would kind of like to see Pete Dunne win, because there has been rumors that he goes back to his original, or Butch. There's been rumors that he goes back to his original Pete Dunne gimmick, which we kind of saw him tease a little bit at Money in the Bank, doing the joint stuff and stuff of that nature. So I would like to see him win, honestly. If not him, AJ Styles I think would be a good pick. But I think it would be a very entertaining match if Butch wins, and then you see him go back to the Pete Dunne gimmick. And that'd be a good way to get that Pete Dunne gimmick going again, by having him have a run with the United States title. Waller goes for the double pin with a kick out from both men at 2. AJ Styles is telling Butch, come on, let's go. Escobar climbs to the top rope, jumps off, frog splash. Plus, also, I kind of feel like Waller and Austin Theory, they're very much the same gimmick. I think they're trying to hope with Waller that they get done what they wanted to get done with Austin Theory. So I don't think that it'd make for a very good match, honestly. Wow. What an amazing double team by Grayson Waller there. He definitely does have some, a lot of talent. AJ Styles with the Pele kick. And we are at commercial now. So what do we think, guys? Who's gonna win this match here? Who do we like in the match? Who do we want to win the match?
Do they have life insurance? No, but we have life insurance. John, I'm trying to find something we can afford. Fortunately, in only a few minutes, SelectQuote found John a $500,000 policy for only $29 a month. And his wife Ann a $500,000 policy for only $21 a month. Go to SelectQuote.com now and get the insurance your family needs.
Oh, you're nice and sweaty. He gonna cry in the car. Hey, we're gonna do it like Drew McIntyre. Ready? 1, 2, 1. Again! Lift it up! Do it! He really does.
So that was the one that started it for me. And I got to say, now I would take that second one. I'd take a third one from him. Bring it on, Reverend Ron Hunt. We've been trying to get you to do it again for a while now. And, we would love to have you run that back, seeing that you were me and Anthony's first chop. But, yeah, that was the one that started it all for me. David was there for that one as well. And, yeah, man, a lot has changed in that a little over a year from our first chops. It's crazy to see the journey that we've been taking ever since those first chops. If you told me back then that a little over a year later I'd have a YouTube channel with almost 600 subscribers, that I've had all these moments and memories with wrestlers, I wouldn't believe it. So it's crazy to think of the journey that this channel has taken since that day. Me and Anthony both, I can tell you right now, we didn't actually think at that point in time that it would ever become this. We did it as kind of a drunken agreement. Hey, whenever we meet some wrestlers, let's take some chops. Sure, buddy. Why not? And, it became something that we actually continued to do. And then it became this channel, and it's just been getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. In the sky's the limit. So we are back into ring action now. AJ Styles throwing kicks and punches to Grayson Waller. Sliding forearm. Flying clothesline. AJ Styles picks up Waller. We got a sort of kind of neck breaker, knee to the back of the neck. Flying drop kick from Butch to AJ Styles to break it up. Chop from Escobar to Butch. Now brings him to the other corner. Picks him up to the top rope. Now both men are on the top rope. Oh, wow. Wasn't quite as good as what you expected there. Got Escobar climbing to the top rope. Grayson Waller throws a punch at him. Second punch. Now he's climbing to the top rope as well. Now Butch with the step up enziguri into Waller. Now all three men are on the top. Oh, no. AJ Styles and Butch. Now all four men are on the top rope. Is this going to be the superplex of superplexes? Escobar climbing up. Sunset flip, triple powerbomb by Escobar onto Grayson Waller, AJ Styles, and Butch. All men are in individual corners now. Escobar runs across the ring, flying knee into AJ Styles. Into Butch. Into Grayson Waller. Picks Waller's up on his shoulder. 1, 2, and AJ Styles and Butch break it up. Waller's rolled out of the ring. We have Butch, AJ Styles, and Escobar all in the ring. These three men just chopping and punching each other now. Step up enziguri. AJ Styles going for the Styles Clash. Another step up enziguri by Butch. Knocks AJ Styles out of the ring. Butch with a sort of Superman punch. 1, 2. Grayson Waller breaks it up. This is where we see Waller take it. Grayson Waller throws Butch outside of the ring now, and then slides underneath, goes for the clothesline, misses it. Butch with the moonsault off the apron. Now we're going to see Escobar fly. Suicide dive through the middle rope. Escobar into Butch. Rolls Butch back into the ring. AJ Styles with the flying elbow. Looks like he's going to hit Butch with the Styles Clash. And now we see something going on in the back here. Oh, we see Karrion Kross attacking Anderson. And he says, "We're not done yet, AJ." I think he is, though. We all know the Karrion Kross is a joke gimmick. AJ Styles is distracted. We see Waller. Waller hits the running stunner, or the rolling stunner. Escobar flies off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. And we see Escobar become the #1 contender. I gotta say, out of all people in this match, he is the one I least expected to win this match. So, very interesting that he wins. And very interesting that I'm pretty sure Waller took the pin. Did Waller take the pin? Yes, Waller took the pin. So, that's very, very interesting to me that now 2 shows in a row you're having one of the people that you're building up the most in Grayson Waller taking pins back-to-back weeks. That's interesting. So yeah, I don't know if I like Waller taking the pin there. I feel like you have either AJ Styles or Butch take the pin there, not Waller 2 weeks in a row. That's a little questionable to me personally. As far as AJ Styles and Karrion Kross, I could care less about that. Karrion Kross is basically done on the main roster, in my personal opinion. They have not used him well at all, and I mean, we saw how the match went last week. They didn't even give the man his entrance, and that's one of the best things about Karrion Kross. And then you have AJ Styles beat him in like 3 minutes. That rivalry is stupid.
We built her when our daughter moved out so we could keep our family plan and save money.
With US Cellular, you don't need a fourth line to get the best deal. It's just $29.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines. I guess we don't need a fourth line anymore. Now with US Cellular, it's just $29.99 per line, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
So I assume we'll probably have maybe one more segment before we actually hit the main event. Where we still got about 26 minutes left of the show. And so I assume more than likely we'll have one more segment before the main event. I don't see them giving the women almost 30 minutes. So one more somewhat segment, maybe a cut to the back with AJ Styles or something like that, and Karrion Kross. But what do we think about this show so far? Let me know. It's been okay, I think. Not amazing, not horrible. It's had some moments. I think it's been better than last week, honestly. Which last week being an MSG show, outside of the promos with the Bloodline, last week's show was pretty weak. And yeah, kind of what I thought here. We have AJ Styles, a little segment with the OG. He's saying that he's not over, that he's going to, kind of finish this with Karrion Kross. We see the Street Profits in the back here. A limo pulls up. Let's see who's in the limo. Who's coming out? Who got? We see Bobby Lashley. So is this the Hurt Business kind of tease we've been having for a while now? Bobby Lashley tells the Street Profits to step on in. This is kind of the thing that we've been talking about for a while now here, that, if we could see a Hurt Business kind of reformation with Bobby Lashley again, with the Street Profits, maybe with Bianca Belair, and then with MVP being the kind of manager type, that could be something that could really work. And we've been seeing with Bianca Belair starting to turn heel a little bit and stuff of that nature, that this could be something that maybe they're actually going towards. So evidently, that last match was not to see who is the number one contender. We are going to have another Fatal 4-Way match next week. We got Cameron Grimes that's going to be in it. We got Rey Mysterio that's going to be in it. We got Sheamus that's going to be in it. And we got LA Knight coming down to the ring here now. The crowd is going crazy for him. They are just loving him. Let me talk to you. You two, let me talk to you. LA Knight's getting big. He's getting big. LA Knight says he's the best decision this company's ever made. We got the crowd chanting, yeah, after every word. So LA Knight will be the fourth man in the match next week. And this is, I think this is a good thing for LA Knight. I could absolutely see him winning it. And it'd be a good push. He's very, very hot right now. The fans love him, so it'd be good to get a title on him, I think, and see how he does when he has a title on him. Especially if they're planning on doing a push, from Royal Rumble or something of that nature, to potentially put the heavyweight title on him. I think putting the Intercontinental or the United States Championship, in this case the United States Championship, would be a very smart move just to see how it plays out. All right, we got Bianca Belair coming to the ring, and now they're cutting to a commercial, which I gotta say kind of worries me a little bit, because does that mean Asuka isn't gonna get her entrance, or are we just not having that long of a match? Because there's gonna be some sort of interference with Io Sky, with Bayley, with Charlotte. They're gonna get into the match somehow. So if they go for a full 2-3 minute commercial break here, then that seems a little too long in my opinion.
Transformers yet.
Dumb and broke here, and I'm gonna be young, dumb, and broke after this weekend. Already 4 chops, $20 a piece, $80 total. We hoping for a lot this weekend. We was hoping I said no, so we didn't have to donate more money. But no, it all goes to a good cause. Connor's cured, Mania Club. Let's get it. I have one of the best chops in all of independent wrestling.
So I gotta say, he was not lying when he said he had one of the best chops. Jordan Oliver, he definitely had one of the best chops for a while that me and Anthony both took. He was not lying when he said he had one of the best chops on the independent scene. I thought he was. I won't lie. I initially thought, man, a small man like that, I'll take this. But nah. That was not the case at all. He lit me up. But yeah, so we got Bianca Belair in the ring. We're at about 15 minutes now. So my guess is that we're going to not see too long of a match here. I feel like we're going to see maybe 8 to 10 minutes. And then we're going to see some interference. And they're going to continue to build up towards another match at SummerSlam. for the women's title. I don't think we actually see a pinfall in this match at all. That just the way that timing's going. We got next week, like I said before, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, the rules of engagement. Unfortunately, I will not be able to do a live stream for that one. Like I said, I'm going to be flying down to Iowa. So I will be doing some live content for sure, but I won't be able to do a watch along for Smackdown next week, unfortunately, because I will be at a live show. But make sure that you guys still check out the channel for that live content throughout the weekend, Wednesday through Saturday. I'll hopefully be posting content almost every single day. All right, we got Asuka coming down to the ring now. This is definitely an interesting matchup here because Asuka, in NXT was undefeated, was one of the longest reigning NXT women's champions for a while. Bianca Belair, longest reigning women's champion in modern day history. So these two definitely can put on a great match. I just don't think it'll be tonight. Like I said, I think we'll see at this rate about maybe 10 minutes max, and then we're going to see some interference. I'm liking Bianca as a heel, though. I gotta say, I'm liking her as a heel. Still, the mic work isn't there though for me. That is, and that's always been her flaw. Is the mic work. She just has not ever been able to really do much of a promo. So that is still lacking for me. I think her as a heel is definitely better. She needed to make that change because she just was not getting over as a face anymore. But she needs to work on that promo work if she wants to take it to that next level. She has all the skills in the ring. One of the most athletic female wrestlers I've ever seen. But she needs to work on her promos in order to take it to the next level. All right, we see Bayley and Io Sky bringing a ticket to sit in the front row here. And right away, they're going full pace, pedal to the metal. We cut to Bayley and Io Sky sitting in the front row. Looking, do we cut in? Do we not cut in? What exactly do we do here? We see Bianca just punching Asuka over and over again in the corner. Asuka takes Bianca's braid, but still gets flinged into the corner. Trips her down into the second rope. Oh, we got Bianca picking Asuka up for the finisher, for the KOD. Asuka kicks out of it, hits the code breaker. And you see Bianca charge into her and do a shoulder press. Yeah, see, you can tell this match is not going to go to a pinfall or a submission. They're just going way too quickly here. For a actual match, you can tell they're kind of rushing things a little bit to try to get everything in. that they possibly can get in. And now we see Charlotte holding a ticket to the other side. Yeah, this is kind of exactly what I was thinking here. We're in commercial break again. Once they come back, we'll see them wrestle for another maybe 3 to 4 minutes. And then we're going to see some sort of interference. Which I can't say I hate, just due to the fact that, this is a match that really should be on a pay-per-view. So it's not the worst thing to see some interference and then put it on the pay-per-view.
They customize your car insurance, the only pay for what you need. You could save $700 just by switching. Oh, let me put a reminder on my phone. On the top of the pile, only pay for what you need.
All right, looks like we're getting back to action now. Once again, they're showing us what's going to happen next week. So they're really hyping up what's going to happen next week, which makes sense. The rules of engagement is a pretty big thing. And the whole Bloodline story has been one of their highest rated segments in history. So makes sense. We cut to the ring now. We see Bianca kind of controlling the match, using her power and her strength. We got a suplex to Asuka. Bianca kips up. Standing moonsault for a 2 count. Charlotte's hoping Bianca wins here because she's already been told if Bianca wins that she is next in line. Bianca's just dominating her right now. We got both women on the top rope. Missile drop kick from the top rope, Asuka onto Bianca. And Bianca with the kick out. So yeah, currently we have 3 live viewers on here. I'll tell you what, guys, if we can keep this going, I have no issue at all going on to AEW after this. Yeah, and doing a live stream for AEW. I have no issue at all doing that. So if we can keep this going, I'll absolutely jump onto that. I'll actually set it up right now. Oscar has the Oscar lock wrapped in. Belair with the KOD onto the announcer's table. We see Bayley and Io Sky roll out now. We see Charlotte roll out. They're both coming out now. See what's going to happen. Charlotte gives a big boot to Bayley. Bianca is going, "What are you doing?" Io Sky slams Charlotte into the ring post. Is Io Sky going to cash in? No, you don't cash in here, Io. Oh, huge spear to Bianca Belair from Charlotte, which is a disqualification. Io Sky, briefcase to the head. Are we going to see a cash in now? All members are laid out. This seems like the perfect opportunity here. Bayley is saying, yes, this is our time. Do we cash in now? Both members are laid out. Io Sky is picking up Asuka. She's rolling her into the ring. It looks like we could finally have this cash in. We got Io Sky climbing to the top rope. Oh, no, now we see Asuka with the mist. It was all a ploy. She was playing possum. She rolls out of the ring with her title. Io was about to cash in. Once again, we saw the tease kind of happen, but we did not actually see a cash in. Not much of a surprise there. All right, guys. So I have gone ahead and set up a live stream for AEW Rampage. Actually, fuck it, why not? And that will start at 10:05. So in 7 minutes, we're basically going to be jumping from this to that. So please do, and I may even start it a little bit sooner if it lets me, since AEW starts at 10. So please, I see we got 4 viewers on right now. Please go ahead and jump over to that as well when that does go live. I would love to have you guys on. That was WWE Smackdown. All in all, in my opinion, it was a good show. It had its hits, it had its misses, but all in all, I feel like it was a pretty good show. They're certainly building up towards the Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso confrontation next week in their future match at SummerSlam. So, yeah, thank you guys for jumping on, for commenting, for watching the stream. It means a lot to me and to Anthony and to the channel and to the cause. So thank you guys for that. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when we are on. And yeah, next week we have some live content that will be happening. I'll be at AEW for Blood and Guts, and then I'll be doing some stuff in Iowa with my uncle, meeting some wrestlers, hopefully taking some chops there and doing some live content there. So make sure you check all next week for content on the channel. I hope to be posting a bunch. So yeah, thank you, and jump over to this next stream, guys.
WWE Jim Pro, you will bond in the judgment-free zone. Don't miss our